my beautiful spiritual family. Welcome. I am KK. I am the intuitive Gemini Empress, and I'm here today to do a monthly reading for the sign of Gemini. I already pre-shuffled, so I won't be doing that. So if this does not resonate with you within like the first 10 minutes or so, you might want to check your birth chart for your other placements. So check your moon, your Venus, your rising, your Mercury, your Jupiter. If you're looking for something like emotional, you feel like you're being really emotional, you might want to check your moon sign. If you're looking for something that's based more on love, you might want to check your Venus. Rising is more like physical attributes, so you might want to check that for the physical. Like if you're not feeling well or you're trying to start working out or something like that, you might want to check that sign. Of course, Mercury is for communication and so on. Okay, so you just kind of want to look at your birth chart. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with absolutely everyone. Sometimes some people's energies are a little bit stronger than others, so those are the energies that I am picking up on when doing my reading. I always pray prior to starting any of my readings, and I'm always very thankful for all the messages that we get. All right, let's get started. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages. So we got 5 of Cups. That's the first card down. Any messages for the sign of Gemini for the month of February? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Gemini. We got 6 of Wands. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages. We have the Ace of Cups. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. We have the Moon card. This can also be Pisces energy. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages for this sign. Okay, we got the Lovers card. This is also Gemini energy. So we came up in our own reading. Next, we have the Emperor card. This is also Aries energy. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. We got 5 of Wands. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. We got 10 of Swords. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear. You got the Six of Pentacles. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. We got the Justice card. Libra energy. Justice, Libra energy. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Angels, ancestors. Okay, we got the Temperance card. This is also Sagittarian energy. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Got Page of Swords. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. We got Queen of Cups. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, are there any additional messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, are there any additional messages that I need to hear for the sign? Okay, got the Magician card. This is also Mercury energy. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please give me any messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, are there any additional messages that I need to hear for the sign of Gemini for the month of February? All right, we got the Ace of Swords. All right, let me take a quick sip of water. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm doing these readings. I talk a lot. Makes me dry. All right. First card down was the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is indicative of crying over spilled milk. His cup spilled. He's very upset about it, despite having 2 cups behind him. So it's almost like we lost something. I'm saying we because I'm a Gemini too. So we lost something. We're pretty upset about the loss. We're not focused on what we still have, but we're more focused on what we lost, and we're very upset about it. But we're going to see victory. Next card is Six of Wands. This is the victory card. So victory will be ours. And I mean, victory is actually facing the card. This is how I'm looking at it, okay? So victory is going to be ours despite this spilled milk feeling that we have. So we need to stop worrying about what we don't have anymore. We're going to have an offer, a very emotional offer come in for us. This is usually a cup of love, guys. See, at the heart above it, it's water flowing up and down on this card, okay? So, a cup overflowing with love. It could just be, okay, if this is not about love for you, if this is more, if you're not in a place where love is something that you want or need, then it could just be that an offer is coming in and it's going to make you very happy. It could be an offer, like a job offer, and they're offering you a monetary amount that makes you emotional, that you're just so excited about the offer that comes in. This is definitely an offer, and it's definitely an offer that's going to make you emotional. Okay. So the emotional aspect is either on your end or another person's end, but someone is making an offer to you, either an offer of emotion or an offer that's going to make you emotional. All right. Next, we have the Moon card, which is Pisces energy. So okay, so it can mean a couple different things. It can mean that something in the dark is going to come to light. So some type of, I don't want to necessarily call it deception, but somebody is keeping something from you, and it's going to come to light. It could mean that you are highly intuitive and you have dreams, okay? And you need to start keeping a dream journal and writing down these dreams, like keep it on your nightstand and write them down as soon as you wake up. Because some dreams, I know we really don't remember, but some dreams we do. And the dreams that we remember is because we're supposed to remember them. It's something about that dream. So write down your dreams, and then look the dream up. Google Dream Mood, I think is the name of the site that I go on every time I have a dream that like sticks with me, and I look up my dreams. So it could be that you're highly intuitive and things are coming to you in your dreams. All right. And like I said, it could just be, if this is more, this is more business finance is what you're coming here for, then this is that something is right now being kept secret, but it's about to come to light. Everything that goes on in the dark comes to light eventually. So it could just be that, maybe your partner has been looking for another job. It could be that your boss has resigned and no one knows, they haven't announced it yet. It could be something to that effect. I don't really see that it's anything that really bothered you, because the next card we have is the Lover's card. So if this is a business finance reading for you, then this of course would be a partnership, and this is almost like soulmate. This is like destined to happen. This person either came into your life so you guys can open up this business together or partner together to work on this project or whatever, but this was destiny. This is like divine intervention happening to bring you two together. If this is love, this is your soulmate. Someone is your soulmate. The person who's offering this cup of love is your soulmate. Okay. Yeah, that's the way I feel. That's the feeling I'm getting from it. Next, we have the Emperor card. It's also Aries energy. Aries energy. The Emperor, sorry. Doesn't necessarily have to be Aries energy, but it could be. The Emperor is like being in boss mode. So it could actually be, if this is business finance for you, it could be your boss. And your boss is not very flexible, unwilling to compromise, just like this my way or the highway kind of persona about himself. or themselves, because it is a woman in this card. Okay. But this is definitely masculine energy. All right. They're not very, I don't want to say caring, but they're not very caring. Or that's the energy that they let off on. It could be a dispute at work. Oh, I'm back up. If this is not business finance, then this could be the person that you're dealing with, where they're not willing to compromise. They're not willing to be flexible. Basically, their way or no way. And that could be causing conflict, okay? That energy could be causing conflict. If this is business finance, you could be having, this could just be competition at work, where you may feel like you're competing with other people to be the boss's favorite, if that's the kind of stuff that you're on. It could be that you are competing for promotion, maybe because you want this position, the emperor position. If not, that's if it's business finance for you. If it's not, you could be having a conflict with an Aries or someone in this emperor energy, who's not very flexible, unwilling to compromise, who is like in a box. My way or no way, my way or the highway energy. So it could just be that you end up having a dispute with this person. Or it could be that you have a dispute with an Aries, which ends up causing this energy, the Ten of Swords energy. So with the Ten of Swords energy, I just want to make sure it's clear. I know it's very dark. Every single sword is inside of them. This is like pain. It could be loss. It could be, really, usually the person is laying flat on their back and the swords are in every single chakra. Okay. It could just mean that you have multiple chakras that are blocked, and you need to go onto YouTube and look up some of the music that clears chakras, because I honestly, for some, this conflict could cause you to be in this where it was just truly painful for you. And you see, she's not sleeping. She's like up on her phone, probably waiting for him to call, he or she to call, because they're so distraught about this fight that they had. That could be it. It could also be that this is a father or father-like person. So it could be a grandparent, like someone who took on that energy, that masculine father energy. And maybe it was a bit of a disagreement, but it just makes you sick that you had this disagreement with your father or your grandfather or your godfather, someone who has that role in your life. They could be a father figure in your life. It could be like a coach. But whatever this conflict was, it made you not be able to sleep. And you were sick about it, just absolutely sick about it. But this is coming to an end. Okay, you're not going to stay in that energy. You enter that energy, but you go right out of the energy, okay? Because next we have the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles, okay, so it could mean that you are giving more than you're receiving. So you see she's giving in one hand and this hand is kind of up. So it's not really balanced. So you could just need some balance. Okay, you give what you're receiving. And this could be with love. You know, maybe with love, you're giving more of yourself than what your partner is giving. Maybe your partner is only giving you 2 pentacles and you're giving out 4. And this could be your finances, like how you're doing it at home. You could be giving out 4 pentacles, but you're only getting in 2 pentacles. So how are you making this work? How are you juggling all of this? Okay, so you need to be a little bit more balanced with giving what you're giving and what you're receiving. Okay. Next we have Justice card. So if this is something, this is also Libra energy, if I didn't mention it earlier. So this could very well be that you are in some type of court case. And if you're in the middle of some type of court case, it could just be that, well, first of all, if you are in the right, you're going to win. Okay. You're going to be rewarded. Because as you can see, justice is not blind. Justice can see clearly. Focus. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get it to focus. Anyway. She's not blindfolded. So she can see clearly. So justice will be whoever deserves it. Will be with whoever deserves it, okay? If you were in the right, you're going to win. If it's about divorce, you're going to get what you want. If it's about custody, if you're in the right, you're going to get what you want. If it's about, if you're suing someone, you're going to win. It's going to be in your favor if you're right. If you were not the one that's in the right and you're being sued, likely it's going to be in their favor. Okay, so if you were in the right, it's going to come out in your favor though. But again, going back to what I had previously said about this card, it needs to be equal give and take. You need to make things balance. Okay. All right, this card is like turning into a little longer than, this reading is turning into a little longer than what I wanted it to. All right, next we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, Queen of Pentacles is also Taurus energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be. It's definitely, Pentacles are earth signs. It can be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But she's very stable financially. She's very stable. She's very caring, loving, giving. But she knows when to hold back and not be as giving. So I honestly feel like this is your energy. But you've been giving quite a bit of yourself. And you're realizing that it needs to be more of a balance with the Temperance card. So this is Archangel Michael, who is the alchemist of the deck. And as you see, 1 foot is in the water and 1 foot is on land. And trying to make things balance. So that way you can have the sunshine. See, the sun is shining on the horizon. So the sun is in your horizon. It's on the horizon for you. But you need to balance. You need to find balance, okay? You need to stop giving so much of yourself, especially if you're not receiving. And I had to get there myself. But for me, January was the month that I realized that I was doing that. Had been dating someone for a little while, and he and I had been friends. He's an earth sign. I'm actually surprised he didn't come up in this reading because he did come up in the bi-weekly reading. But I have been giving and giving and giving. And I don't want to say he never gave, because he did, but it just wasn't equal. It wasn't balanced. And I felt like that was okay. But then it got to the point where it was like, I wanted something a little bit more. And I thought that's where we were headed. And he told me he really wasn't in a place right now. Like, he really wants to focus on work. You know, he loves me. And he makes that very obvious that he loves me. He loves me. He wants to be with me. But right now, he needs for me to understand that work is his number one priority. And I just don't know how I felt about that. You know, it's just kind of like, oh my goodness, I've been like giving and giving. Like, I wanted this to turn into something. And it just, I was a little surprised. I had like a moon moment, because I felt like I was brought into the light. Even though it was like no deception or anything like that, but it wasn't balanced. And if I would have just made sure that things were balanced the whole time, I wouldn't have been caught in that predicament. So I kind of brought it on myself. Anyway, moving forward. Next, we have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords, when I see this card, I actually feel like someone is watching you. Like, so they could be watching your social media. They could be, if it's work related, they could be spying, like looking at your emails. They could be looking over your shoulder, or maybe when you walk away from your desk, going over to look at your desk. They could be looking at your documentation. Somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching. And I mean, it could be, now I'm not seeing a whole lot of love in this reading, like emotional stuff in this reading. But I mean, it could very well be that it's somebody that you dealt with in the past watching you, that's like going to your social media, looking at your pages and trying to see where you're at, if you're dating someone or whatever. It could be that. And like I said, it just could be someone that's watching you. It could be someone that's jealous of you. And so they're coming and like, you know, they want to see how far you've made it, or what exactly you're doing, or why people like you so much, or whatever. But they certainly have a curiosity about it, and they're looking. Okay. Someone. Oh, and did I say that this is air energy? So Swords is air energy. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's definitely someone, though, watching you. Could even be a stalker. Next, we have the Queen of Cups. So this could be our energy, Gemini energy. Well, it's not Gemini energy. Sorry, I'm just saying we are in this energy. It's actually Cancer energy. So Queen of Cups is Cancer energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But I honestly feel like we are currently in that energy, because we have offered our cup of love. I mean, we can be, so, you know, we are the Queen of Swords of the deck. All right. So we can go from hot to cold. So Queen of Swords is like, people consider her like the B of the deck. She is the coldest queen in the entire deck. And, you know, you're thinking like, why would that symbolize Geminis? We're not cold. We're very caring, loving people. But we're one or the other, right? So we're either hot or we're cold. It's like no in between with us, okay? So I think right now we're in this energy where we're very loving, caring. This is the hot. But we certainly can be the Queen of Swords, okay? And we could be cold and we could cut people off, never talk to them again, and it won't even bother us. But right now, look at how she's looking at her cup. Look how she's looking at it. Like, she has so much love to give, and she wants to give that love. And I think that's where we're at right now. At least that's the way I feel. we know what we have to offer. And because we know what we have to offer, we're not really willing to settle for less. And if we had been, like, you know, trying to make things balance, if we had been settling for less, we're no longer going to be settling for less, because we're realizing our worth. We're realizing what we have to offer. Next, we have the Magician card. Now, you know, for me, the Magician is manifestation, is being able to manifest what it is that we want into our reality. Okay. Now, this is the end of the month, so I'm going to say with the full moon at the end of the month is going to be a door, a window open for manifestation for the Magician card. All right. You know what? I just thought about it. Mercury goes into retrograde at the middle of the month, which may cause this conflict. Okay. So watch what you're saying. So just, you know, I don't want to say watch what you're saying, but, you know, we have to kind of be careful with communication when Mercury is in retrograde, especially as Geminis, because, you know, we do everything with communication, right? And Mercury, I forgot about that. Mercury goes into retrograde, and the Magician is mercurial. So Mercury energy, and that's what made me think about it. Okay, so at the end of the month, it's going to be a window open for manifestation. Make sure that you start manifesting. And then next we have clarity. It's going to come out of the blue, but things are going to be made very clear. This could be strength, where all of a sudden you have newfound strength. It could be knowledge, where maybe you decided to read a book, and whatever you read in this book brings you some newfound knowledge that empowers you. Okay. I actually don't have anything that I want to clarify. This is actually, I felt like this was a really good reading. It was powerful for me. I really enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Don't forget, a door is going to be open for you to manifest. You may get into a bit of a conflict with someone in the middle of the month around retrograde time. That's going to make you, you know, be a little bit stressed out. You're going to get right out of that energy. The energy doesn't stay with you, okay? Just remember to try to remain balanced. Keep things balanced at the end of the month and manifest, and know your worth. Know what you have to offer. Know your worth, and don't accept less, okay? I love you guys lots. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. See you soon. Bye.